him, Sai, preparing for retirement, evaluating the options. That was by our esteemed dear late Mudati Olani Salud. May the Almighty Allah be pleased with him and admit him to Jannah. See like you Allah. He was a very useful brother when he was alive. Allah forgive him his sins. Preparing for retirement. No, sorry. Yes. Maintaining family ties. That was by Sheikh Imran Majid Eleha. Planning for retirement, the halal options by Brahmi Yusuf Accenture. That's the president of NASFAT now. Inheritance in Islam. It starts to meet the Jami. Non-interest banking, essentials, opportunities and challenges for Muslim entrepreneurs. That was by Alhaji Abatai Among. He's an executive director with Jais Bank. Then the last one before today's was the preponderance of divorce in the Ummah, causes, effects and solutions by our esteemed Imam Ahmad. Today's lecture titled Ethical Investment and Sustainable Microfinancing Model in Nigeria is a theme aimed at furthering the Ummah empowerment agenda of H&H Investment Club. It has been established that Muslims occupy the lower rungs of the social, political, and educational and economic rungs of the Nigerian society. Most of the ones making both ends meet are small and medium-scale operators. Even at that, they are either unbanked or underbanked, and many have no access to credit and finance facilities, either due to unawareness, the stringent requirement of the banks, as well as halalness or haramness question, which Muslims must be conscious of. What are microfinance institutions? What do they do? How do they do them? How can Muslims be inclusive of the benefits accruing from the microfinance programs the halal way without running foul of the dictates of their deen? How do the microfinancial institutions, the ethical ones for that matter, lift Muslims from poverty and onto the path of prosperity? On the other hand, how can Muslims collaborate or cooperate to establish microfinance institutions, or do we have enough? How can we guarantee a win-win situation for operators and customers? What is the importance of collaborative efforts among Muslims towards economic and political empowerment? They say if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go in group. So how can we collaborate to succeed in doing businesses? Today's lecturer, to say the least, is a round peg in a round hole. He is Dr. Jubril Abdullah Salahuddin, the well-rounded scholar who combined practice and consultancy with academics. When I counted them, Dr. Salahuddin has a whooping 11 degrees and diplomas, crowning them with a PhD in Islamic finance. He has schooled, practiced, and consulted in Nigeria, Sudan, India, United Kingdom, Pakistan, and Indonesia. His experience, scholarship, professional membership, and practice cut across Islamic banking, Islamic finance, microfinance, Qardul Hassan, Takaful, marketing, sales, training, and consultants. We are indeed lucky and blessed to have an erudite and all-rounder among us today. Brothers and sisters, let us be attentive and learn as much as possible on Islamic finance options, microfinance and management, financing your SMEs, and general financial independence the halal way. This is H&H's modest way of contributing to the economic and social well-being of Muslims. And we thank Dr. Salahuddin for accepting to do this for us. May Allah reward you abundantly, sir. Brothers and sisters, let me jump there because we are already behind schedule. From my chat with my dear friend, Alhaji Tajudeen Shekoni, who is also with us, is going to also discuss with us briefly, who runs the pioneer microfinancial institution in this region. There are only 2 functional ethical microfinance banks. So opportunities still abound. We only need to do our homework and be resolute. You will hear more from him in the course of today's lecture. Also, we have my esteemed brother who has been some kind of elusive to me for some time, but we are able to pin him down and bring him here today. Doctor, let me even say Professor Tajudeen Yusuf was our mentor in Unilag those days, and is still our mentor till today. He's a member of the board of trustees of H&H Foundation, the foundation that we use to support widows and orphans. So he's also here to speak on Islamic Finance Association of Nigeria. We also hear from him today. Inshallah, we will make available copies of today's lecture to interested attendees for it taking to be announced by the committee. We believe it will be a reference material. I wish to thank you all, our guests, particularly our fellow investment clubs, which include ACube, Right Path Investment Company, our mentees, the Ideal Global, that is our mentors. When we started in 2008, Lukman, Maluma, and the other members of IGEL, they call them now, they used to be Ideal Global. They were the ones mentoring us. We urge Muslims to establish more investment clubs. We and the other members are ready, inshallah, to mentor you as well. Yorùbá ní kárí púpọ̀ bí ẹ ló ń yẹ ni, so the more the merrier. Ojú ọ̀run tẹ̀yẹ fún láì farakọ́ra. So we are expecting women and men and brothers to also start investment clubs, pool resources together, and before you know it, you will be swimming in millions and be smiling to the bank, inshallah. So I also wish to thank our wives as well as H&H directors for their contribution towards today's success, to the success of today's program. Our profound gratitude to Dr. Jubril Salahuddin. We pray Allah to continue to strengthen you and increase you in knowledge. I thank you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.